All right, guys, today we're going to talk about the all-new IWI Carmel. Dude, what the heck? This is freaking candy.
Yeah, it's caramel candy.
I know, but it's candy. I'm talking about a gun.
It's really good caramel.
I don't care if it is good. I need the gun, the 5.56.
Oh, you mean the caramel, the IWI?
The rifle,
caramel.
yes.
Okay.
All right, guys, today we're going to talk about the all-new IWI Carmel. You can't eat it, but it does eat 5.56. Welcome to Class Firearms, guys. Kaya here, and today we're going to talk about the all-new IWI Carmel. Now, this is not spelled caramel, so it's not a candy. It's Carmel, C-A-R-M-A-M-E-L, and it is the all-new gun from Israel. Now, if Israelis know anything, they know how to make guns. And this is the second version of the Carmel series. The first one, obviously, never came here to the United States. It was in Israel, and it was used by Israeli military and Israeli police forces, and it was a little bit different. So there's been some changes made for the US market. And I'm going to talk about all of that. So we're going to talk about the specs, which I think this is a really, really cool gun. It kind of looks like a little bit like Scar-like, very CZ Bren-like, but it is its own gun. So I really like it. It does look, when you look at the gun right off the gate, it is a pretty robust looking, like really heavy, bulky thing, right? Like from the 80s almost, but it's not. When I first saw this gun, I thought this was gonna be very, very heavy. When I grabbed it, I was like, oh wait, this actually feels pretty light. So weighing right around 8 pounds, this thing is absolutely fantastic. So you're not gonna have any problems holding this thing. If you go out to the range and shoot for a couple of hours, it'll be just like your regular AR. So you'll be able to handle this thing just fine. So it may look heavy, but it's not. Anyways, so the original version was like 11.5-inch barrel and had a quick change barrel system, which had a polymer handguard over here, which I personally didn't like, but you know, it allowed you to go ahead and keep the gun light, obviously, remove easily and change a barrel. Now, this is not going to be so easily, you're not going to be easily change the barrel with this one. However, you've got the metal M-lock rail here, which I think is more sturdy and good to go right here. It doesn't move, it's super tight. You got to make sure these screws are very tightened up though. When we first got this, it was kind of loose. So you got to make sure that it is tightened up, good to go. Anyways, let me talk about the specs right off the gate. It's got its own original muzzle device, 1/2x28. You can throw your own muzzle device, Spress if you would like to, because it does have Spress options, which I'm going to get to. And I haven't shot at Spress, but it sounds like it will be a really fun gun to shoot Spressed. So 16-inch barrel, cold hammer forged and chrome lined. So the original version, because it had the quick change barrel, it had some accuracy issues. Like it wasn't that 2 MOA or even 3 MOA gun. So it was kind of like all over the place. However, it gave you that option. So pick your poison, right? This one's 16-inch barrel, so it's not easy to change the barrel, but it is much, much more accurate than the original. So we've got a Picatinny rail right on top for you to mount your stuff. And another thing is the original one kind of sloped down a little bit, the rail up here. So you really did not have much real estate to put your night vision or whatever you wish to put up front. In this case, it goes all the way up here. So you got plenty of real estate to put stuff up there. Again, as I talked about, M-lock rail here, which is fantastic for you to attach, you know, foregrip and light and whatnot. So a short stroke piston driven system is the operation for this gun, and it has right here adjustable gas system, so Spressed and non-Spressed. So there's only 2, which is good to go. The original one had 3 different positions for you to more finely tune it, but Spressed and non-Spressed, good to go. Gets the job done, just like your good old Scar, right? And moving on, so let's talk about the charging handle here. Let me get this mag out. So charging handle is on the left side for a right-handed shooter. However, what they did is super cool. What you can do is, so it's non-reciprocating. I gotta be able to show it to the camera. So I lock the bolt to the rear. You'll see a little like notch over here, like opening. So you bring this thing to that opening and literally just push. Boom. Now it's for wrong-handed folks. out there. I'm sorry, I meant left-handed folks. Anyway, so that's about it. So push that in. It is super easy. I think that is really, really cool. Normally you have to like remove things or just basically you got to do a lot more work to get it going. But this one, it's super, super easy. Again, non-reciprocating charging handle. And now that I have the bolt locked to the rear, it is fully ambidextrous gun, right? So you push the, push this button right here. You close, see it better. There's a button right here. Once you press this thing down, that's it. So you're able to keep the bolt open, and the same thing over here as well. That's it. Fully ambidextrous mag release on the right side, left side. Very AR-like, guys. So you're not going to have, if you're one of those people like you're trained with ARs and you know AR platform very well, which a lot of us do, then you're not going to have any problems with this gun at all. And the same goes for the fire selector lever right here. Fully ambidextrous on both sides. And it's super positive, like just feels really good, tight and nice. A little bit loose over here, but doesn't mean anything. Nice and tight. And when it comes to the grip, we've got the B5 grip over here, but you can put pretty much any AR grip that you like. So that is fantastic. So it doesn't have its proprietary grip, which is really, really good. So that's another change. And when it comes to trigger is just gonna be a proprietary trigger to IWI Carmel, right? There's a little slack right here, you see? Take the slack out, press, that's it. It's actually not bad at all. Let's do the reset real quick. Show you the reset. That's it, that's the reset. And the trigger is right around 4 pounds and it feels really, really good. I really like it. Again, right now without the magazine, so the 8 pounds is without the magazine. We got a Vortex AMG UH1 optic on there, so even without it, even with it actually, this is not bad. It's a light gun, right? It looks a lot lighter. I mean, it looks a lot heavier than it actually is. So moving back over here to get this back on safe, to the stock. Now the stock is, I really like it. So you can adjust the cheek rise, press these two, up and down. It's got multiple positions right here. So it's got that. And also you can press this button right here and all the way up to the back. Like, I mean, I don't care how tall you are, you're gonna be just fine with this thing. So multiple different adjustment positions. And again, this is just like a SCAR, right? CZ Bren, like we talked about, but just like a SCAR, it's got this foldable stock and you can shoot it in foldable position, like folded position, and it makes the guns, just much shorter. It's great for storage and transportation. And again, the original version had the smaller barrel, like shorter barrel, 11.5 inch. So it was really good for obviously law enforcement and the military. Also like executive protection, in a vehicle, in and around the vehicle. So it was really, really good. So there's that. There's this. You got to make sure that you really have to slam it back pretty good, or else this will actually be in this configuration. And if you try to get on there, you're gonna have this problem, which the original SCARs had it. Not anymore, but they did. So you don't want that. So it's pretty sturdy. Again, I really got to test this thing to its limits to see how sturdy this thing is. But as of right now, when I'm looking at it, looks pretty good. I like it. Overall, a really, really nice gun. And when it comes to taking this thing down, so if you want to take this thing down for maintenance, right, there's a pin right here. You press this pin, it's kind of tight. It's not like ARs, you just kind of easily put it. Use a little tool, like a base plate of a magazine or something. You just press on it. Well, actually, I can't show it to you because of YouTube guidelines, guys. So apparently, I can't do that. It's called manufacturing or something, whatever. So anyways, you press this button and this pin comes out on the other side and the lower just comes off. The serialized part of the gun is the upper part, not the lower, just like the MP5s. And then you fold this and there's a pin right here, remove that, the other parts come out. And that is about it, guys. So this is just a very quick rundown of this new weapon system, IWI Carmel. That's it. Now what I want to do, and I want to mention now that I looked at it, the ejection port, you can't change it. So it's just going to be there. So if you're a left-handed shooter, just like an AR platform, you're not going to have any problems. The shell casings are just going to be going away from your face if it's finely tuned. Or properly tuned, let's just say. That's about it. And now what I want to do is I want to actually shoot this thing and then tell you guys my initial thoughts. And I have not fired a single round through this, so For the first time, I'm gonna fire it in front of the camera. So let's do it. All right guys, I got the gun right here in my hand. Right off the gate, it feels like the CZ Bren 2, the Scar 16, ACR. I feel like we should have a comparison video, but you guys let us know in the comment section if you guys want that comparison video. And if so, which guns do you want us to compare the IWI Carmel to? Anyways, let's get to shooting. All right, feels pretty good in my hand, just lining up. Let me engage the target, actually. I gotta charge it. Wow, this actually feels really good. It actually shoots really, really good. Huh, kind of impressed with it. I mean, as I said, it looks like a heavy gun, but it's not. Because it's not a heavy gun, I thought it was gonna kick more. I was gonna have more recoil. No, it shoots super, super flat and very ergonomic. So let me set a few more rounds down range. Mag change. There you go. Oh wow, this is really good. It just feels like an AR-15. Just like that. Controls are just like AR-15. I really love the grip angle, which is really good, very comfortable compared to that A2 angle, which I don't like. And the mag changes were just super easy. The mag well area is kind of like a little bit flared, just slightly, ever so slightly flared. So it was just super easy for me to just bang, just go ahead and place the magazine in. Felt really good. Now, one thing I didn't like is the handguard. Now, I got pretty big hands, and this handguard is really beefy, so when I'm hanging onto it like that, it's fine. I'm kind of nitpicking right now. However, if you got smaller hands, you're not gonna be able to handle it like that. You're gonna have to hold it kind of like that, and which I don't like. So I prefer an angled foregrip, or if you're into it, a vertical foregrip. But angled foregrip would just give me that perfect grip. So, something to think about. Anyways, I wanna shoot some more. Another mag over here. I mean, when I press that bolt home, it goes right home perfectly easily, so the tension is really good. Overall, really good. As I said, this stock is fully adjustable, so you can kind of make this your own gun that you like. It kind of ergonomically fits to you really good. But I got nothing really negative to say. Another thing I want to mention is, now, this handguard right off the factory, this gun came to us directly from the factory, it was loose, like noticeably and visibly very, very loose. So I don't know if they come loose after you shoot it for a while, but these screws, there's one right there and one right on the other side, and there's one right over here. They were all loose. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test this a little bit more, fire a bunch of mags through it, see if this gets loosened up, see if it needs to be Loctite or anything like that. But it's something to watch out for sure. And also it's getting pretty hot. Let me fire a few more rounds. Another mag. Now it's hot, but I'm gonna dump this one too. Can't shoot anymore because it's burning my hand at this point. All right, so whew, man, this is actually smoking. So yeah, I'm gonna need some rail covers with this thing for sure, or as I said, vertical or angled foregrip, because it's really, really hot, or shoot with the gloves. So that's about it. Let me get this mag out, make this gun good to go and safe. Overall, what I gotta say is I am absolutely, utterly impressed with the IWI Carmel. Shoots really, really flat, extremely flat. It is super ergonomic. It is light. I know it looks heavy, but this thing is light and just overall feels really good and super accurate. Now I'm standing about like 25 yards, not too far for a rifle, I know, maybe 30 yards, whatever. And the C-Zone condensed target. I was on it almost every single time, shooting somewhat fast. So super accurate, good. I got nothing negative to say about other than this thing gets pretty hot, but that's literally every gun out there. Like 6-spear LT that I had, same thing. Okay, so I would prefer an angled foregrip over here. Other than that, nothing else. Just a nice one-piece upper almost all the way up here. So if you guys look at it, so the Picatinny extends all the way from the back to here. So you can literally attach your optics or laser devices, whatever, all the way up here. So it gives you a pretty good amount of real estate. Overall, again, fantastic. Again, what would you like us to compare the IWI Carmel to? Let us know in the comment section, and let us know if you have any experience with the Carmel, because they had the original one, obviously, the one that's in Israel. Do you have any experience with that? Let us know if you have experience with both and know the differences, how it feels. I'd like to know, because I've only shot this one. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Let us know in the comment section your thoughts. We appreciate your business. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, I was caught off guard. All right, guys, today we're going to talk about the all-new IWI Carmel. It just hit my hand, sorry. Today we're going to talk about the all-new IWA Carmel.
IWA.
That evil.
It's good Carmel. No, it's good. Like, trust me.
I know, but I need the gun.